adding on accessories and stickers, and I just didn't want to waste any more of my time doing those things. And that's the problem that I had with a lot of these kinds of planners, is I got sucked in, guys. It's just way too freaking expensive. So I wanted a planner that was just gonna be minimal, functional, and right for me, and so that's what I did. I made my own. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene from Miss Calls Campers, and I am so excited to share with you guys my planner for the 2018-2019 school year. If you guys didn't know, I am going to be a first-year teacher, and I really just made this channel to document everything I'm going through. I think it's super helpful to see the person who you're kind of growing with and who's in kind of the same stage of life as you are. So if you're a first-year teacher or you're going to be this upcoming year, please let me know down in the comments below. I probably have a ton of questions for you. I just wanted to talk to you guys just for a minute about the reasoning behind why I am going with a binder as opposed to your traditional planner. Okay, so now this is an Erin Condren planner, and it is actually for this year. I made it to February, and that's the problem that I had with a lot of these kinds of planners, is I got sucked in, guys. They're gorgeous. I mean, this is gorgeous. I love it. And I really do feel like it's a waste that I'm not going to be using it. Maybe I can stick it in my kitchen and use it as a little calendar or something. I don't know. I really do feel like it's a waste because these planners are not cheap, guys. The Erin Condren planners, I think they range from $40 to like $70. Just way too freaking expensive. Sorry, Tesla. I scared my pup. When I was in college, I was die-hard Erin Condren. Okay, I loved it, and part of the reason that I loved it, and I didn't realize it then, was because it was trendy, and I think that's usually how these things go. We tend to fall in love with things that a lot of other people are using, and that's okay. The only thing is, I would literally stop using my Erin Condren planner and then turn around and buy a new one. Even though I had stopped using my old one, I would tell myself, oh, when I get this new one, I'm gonna start planning again. No, it never happened. And I'm being honest with you guys right now, I got sucked in, oh bless you, silly girl. I got sucked into the planner world and the stickers and all of the expensive snap-in dashboards and add-ons. Like, I got this thing that's like a meal planner, this travel snap-in dashboard. Like, I was just buying things for the sake of buying them. You get sucked in on the websites, and I know right now the Happy Planner is another really popular one. Well, it's been popular, and it has the ring system, and I had been with a couple teachers who had recommended, you know, either Happy Planner or the ARC system to me. I know right now that the Happy Planner is really big on Instagram, and I've seen a ton of people buy them, and they can be pretty cheap, I think, but then you still get into adding on accessories and stickers, and I just didn't want to waste any more of my time doing those things. So I didn't want to spend any more money. I didn't want to waste any more time decorating my planner. Like, I wanted a planner that was just going to be minimal, functional, and right for me, and so that's what I did. I made my own. So as I flip through, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I like it so much, and after this video goes live, it should be in my TPT store. I am putting it on sale for $8 today only, July 4th, and then it's going to go up in price, but not too much. I think I'm going to make it like $10, something really cheap, because I don't think planners should be expensive, and that's just me. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a planner. It's a planner, and the fact that I can say that now, I'm really proud of myself because, you know, 3 years ago I would have said $70, I'll take 3. So first I just want to show you one of the cover options. It is this one. I really, really love it. So your name is editable. The font I used here is in my TPT. I listed it for you. If you don't have it, you can just download it for free. I don't own the rights, so it's not included in the file. And then all of this is not editable, but you can delete the boxes if you don't want them. And on the back cover, I gave an option for you guys. You can't really see it, but it's one of my favorite quotes. It says, "There are two ways to spread happiness, either be the light who shines it or be the mirror who reflects it." So I gave you an option for a back cover. You obviously don't have to use it. And I did stick it in a binder. I know if you are a arc system person, you'll be tempted to put it in those rings, and that is perfectly okay too. But for me, I'm just like, why would I want to do that? You know, I just want it to be simple, I want it to be there, and I want it to be easy. I really just like a binder because to me, it feels so durable and it is so easy to keep up with. If I have any papers, I can stick them in the pockets on the side, or I can take a 3-hole punch, which is everywhere, and just punch it and put it in. I don't need to have a specific binding punch, and I actually have one sitting in my second bedroom / office right now that I'm going to return because I thought I would at least try it out, see if it worked for me, and I hate it. I think the rings just get in the way, and I don't want to pull out a piece of paper just to write on it and then stick it back in. There's tons of reasons. I don't really want to get into all of that because I know some people are really particular with their planners. That's another thing I also didn't really like about the Erin Condren is whenever you're writing really close to the binding, it just is harder to do. And I know that's a very small detail, but when you're writing in your planner every day, I don't know. So when I started student teaching, I decided that I wanted to make a binder that was perfect for me because I was done spending money and I couldn't find anything on TPT or on Etsy that was, to me, worth it for the price or as functional as I needed it to be. And there's a lot of people out there who have planners and they enjoy them and they enjoy spending money on them, and I think that's great because whatever works for you works for you. This is just a choice that I made for myself and I wanted to share it with you guys. So during student teaching, I got to test out my binder a little bit more and I could see things that I really wanted to be added in there. I asked a few other teachers what are some things that they would like in their planner, and I've added those in there too. I also tried out the arc system, and if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like the punch for the Happy Planner where you use the little rings where you can just kind of push the papers in. I did try it. I tried the rings. I didn't like it. And part of the reason I didn't like it again was because they get in the way when you're writing, and another reason is I don't want to deal with the arc punch or a Happy Planner punch. I just don't. I want it to be something really easy for me. And with a binder, it is so durable. I want my lesson planning binder to be able to be thrown around, thrown in my bag, wherever I need to go, it'll be here. Some people might have issues with the size. Maybe they don't want to carry a full binder. But for me, usually I'm carrying regular size papers and I don't want to have to fold the papers to a smaller size to stick them in my planner if I need to. I have built-in pockets, guys, and if I need to, I can just 3-hole punch. There's 3-hole punches everywhere. If you have an arc system, you have to have your specific punch. So that's all I'm really gonna say about that. And I'm gonna show you my planner. So the front cover looks like this. I have actually included, I wonder if this is backwards. Let me check. We're good. Okay, so this is one of the 3 cover options I've included for you. It might even be 4. I think it's 3. I had a different one when I was student teaching, and then I just switched it up to this one. If you get the planner, you can edit your name. I've included which font I used in the download, and it says Teacher Planner 2018-2019. If you don't want this here, you can delete it. This, of course, is not editable. On the back side, I just have a quote. It's an option for a back cover. However, you could use whatever you want to use. It is one of my favorite quotes. It says, "There are 2 ways to spread happiness. Either be the light who shines it or be the mirror that reflects it." All right, so I'm about to show you guys what is in the planner, but can we just take a second? Oh my gosh. Hey, sweet girl. You taking a nap? Oh, are you waking up? Hey, baby. Okay, so it looks like she's gonna help us out today. Sorry guys, she's too cute. So like I said, this is one cover option you get. I wanted you guys to see what the download file will kind of look like. So I have very specific instructions for you guys to follow if you are not too savvy with printing or technology. Here is one cover option. This is the one I used when I was student teaching and I loved it, but I just wanted to switch it up for my actual teaching, something new. So there's that one, and then there is this one, and then here's our back cover option. You can probably hear her drinking. And then I have information on printing the title page right here. So this of course is editable, the name. This is not editable, but you can delete it. Or you can make your own title page. And then when you print it, on the back is going to be the year at a glance. So I'll show you what that looks like. Here's the title page. Here's the year at a glance. So I have instructions in the file on how to print it so that the year at a glance ends up on this side so that the month at a glance is in the same spread. So here is the first thing you really see when you open up the planner. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love it so much. So this planner that I'm showing you is actually the ready to go planner that is going to be in your file, but I have a lot of different options for you guys. So you can print it month by month and then add in anything you want to, or you can print the ready to go planner that has kind of basic elements in there. Like the class roster, I have an area for you to list your students, any needs they might have. I also have a different version of my class roster that I'll show you towards the end of the video with all of the planner add-ons and extras. This is the schedule template that comes in the ready to go planner, a space for your time and the activity, and just some notes. Something I found in a lot of planners was that there wasn't enough room for me to write notes or like organize things the way I wanted them to be. So I left a lot of space in this planner for that reason, and I used every inch of it too. This page is a super flexible option. So I have what I'm going to use as my alternate schedule. Here, I can print as many of these as I want. That's something that is so great about having a file, is that you can print and print and print, and whatever resources you need, you can add them in anytime. That's one of the things I wanted for my planner. Over here is one of the Plan Your Way formats, so you can use whatever you want to on this page. And I have a bunch of different spreads and layouts for these boxes for you. On the next page, I have a school password keeper, and then school contact list. Now keep in mind, this entire planner was something that I made from scratch. I put so much work into this, so I'm really proud of it, but you can tell me what you think. Over here is volunteer contact list, page for events that you might want to keep track of. Then we have parent contact list, and I left 2 spaces under each student and then 2 options for you. And you can print as many of these as you need. I stuck 2 in the ready to go binder for you. The next spread is parent communication. So I have the date, the reason, and any notes. And again, you can print as many of these as you want to. You could even make a whole parent communication binder and just print a ton of these out. This is one of the things that a teacher I spoke with said was really important in her planner. So I added these in here, although I will have a separate binder for it. Now we have our behavior tracker. This was another really important thing that teachers mentioned to me, and I, again, am going to keep this in a separate binder, but I put it in my planner just to have available. So you have a spread for behavior, and then we have professional development. Now I left a ton of spaces for you guys. You have the date, location, hours, skills, and in the colored boxes you can put whatever the session was called. And then at the bottom of each page is total hours, so you can keep track of that. Next, we have our monthly spreads, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So I have the first day of each week organized in pink over here. I did start with a Monday just because this is a teacher planner, and the weekends are going to be on the right side. And that is just how I like to plan. So that was one of the reasons I created a planner. I wanted it to start with Monday. And then you can use this page for doing whatever you really want to do. I know a lot of planners have goals or bills or mood tracker. One of the reasons I didn't really use my planners was because I didn't want those specific things. Like, I wanted to make my own categories, and who knows what I'm gonna need month to month, so I left it open for you guys to customize it. This is what your monthly calendar looks like. I, of course, did put in the federal holidays here for you. The weekend is colored just slightly in a kind of blush pink color. And then over here I have important, checklist, and upcoming, and that's really what I wanted. At the bottom I have notes here, so you can see I've used every inch of space for this, and it's going to be super functional for me. And then we get into our weekly lessons. Now this is something I am really excited about. You do not have to write in the days on your planner, but I didn't want them to be going across too obvious. I wanted to be able to quickly glance and see the days. So every weekly lesson spread has this up here, and I think it's going to be super helpful. So we have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then our weekend is down here. Because this is a teacher lesson planner, I didn't want to waste a ton of space on the weekend. On this side we also have notes, because I tend to just want to jot things down if I don't know what day I'm going to be doing something. Important and checklist. At the bottom we also have notes, so if you have some kind of maybe event going on that day, you can write it down here. That way you're not wasting space. And I have included 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different boxes for you, and you can label your subjects. So here is July. And then when it switches over to August, it's gonna look like this. So anytime a month switches, it'll be just like that. I wanted to show you guys as much as I possibly could because, I don't know, I like to see things before I buy them. So this is August. It's gonna be the same as July in terms of the spread. And I actually printed my planner on, I think it's 32-pound 100 brightness paper, so it's thicker than normal copy paper. When I was student teaching, I used normal copy paper and it was okay. I just wanted something a little bit thicker, a little bit better feeling, and I can write on Flair pen in this and it won't show through. So it is 32-pound 100 brightness, and I talked about that in my download file for you guys. So I'm gonna flip through just really quickly for you guys and show you the other features. Something that I forgot to mention was that this planner runs from July of 2018 to June 2019. So June is going to be the last month in this planner. So at the very end of the planner, in the Ready to Go planner, it goes straight into your record keeper. You can label it whatever assignment you have, your students, the dates, or whatever you want to use it for at the top. And I just included one set in here because in my planner add-ons you can print as many as you need. Then we go into our lined paper, and I love this lined paper. If you can tell, there's just a little faded floral detail there. I am probably going to print a lot more lined pages because I use them a ton. And then I've also included some blank pages, of course, with beautiful little flowers. And then we go into our checklists. Again, I am probably going to print a ton more of these checklists because I use checklists for everything. So you can title your checklist, list it out, cross it off, and it's done. So that's everything that's included in the Ready to Go planner. And now I will show you the planner add-ons. So right here are all of the add-ons that I've included, and I'll show you them really quickly, even though we saw some of them in the planner. This is our behavior tracker. And all of these pages are designed to print so that you can just stick them in your binder. I've left space on all of them for you to bind them with, either a 3-hole puncher, or if you have the arc, you can use that too. Here is the checklist that you saw in the planner. And I also created mini checklists for you guys. I have a blank class roster for you guys just so it would go with the theme. And maybe you have more students than there were lines in that other class roster. So you can print out the months by themselves and then add on anything else you want to. This is the page that I included in the Ready to Go planner. Parent communication, again, print as many as you need. Parent contact list. This is that plan your way that I was talking about. So a lot of planners will title them for you, and like I said, they'll have goals or whatever. I wanted you to be able to do whatever you wanted. I think I'll even use this for some small group planning too. So here's another plan your way, another plan your way, professional development, record keeper, and this is 2 pages, obviously. An alternate schedule, which I thought was really important to include, because guys, I feel like a lot of planners only have one schedule, and your schedule changes, and you have alternate schedules, so I really wanted to include that. And here's the long format schedule. For those of you maybe who might teach older grades, this will be more helpful than the other schedules. And this is the short format schedule that is included in the Ready to Go planner. School contact list, school password keeper. I also included a vision board because I know a lot of people really like them. So this is just blank, and this one has dots if you want it. And that'd be really fun to add to the back of your planner, I think. And then last we have volunteer contact list. So those are 20 different options for you. If you are missing something that you would really like, you can just email me and I'd be happy to make it for you. I know personally I like things to all look cohesive and the same. So they all have a common theme, and if you have something that you'd like to match to it, I would be happy to make it for you if you cannot create it with any of the resources that I have provided. Alright guys, that was the planner. I hope you love it as much as I love it. I really am obsessed with it. I love it so much that instead of going to my new classroom to decorate, I'm going to put some dates in it because I am just that excited. I wanted to get it out a little bit sooner, but obviously I've moved, I'm in a new home, and I've just been getting settled in, so it took longer than I wanted to get out, but it's finally here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember, it's on sale today only for $8, and if you're watching today, I hope you have an awesome 4th of July. I am looking forward to seeing all the things you have to say about my planner, so make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to reach me, I'm also on Instagram at MissCallsCampers, and you can email me at calltheteacher@gmail.com. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I have some really fun classroom setup vlogs continuing to come, so I'll get those out as soon as I can, and thank you guys for just being here on my journey. Going into my first year of teaching, I'm already feeling the pressure, so I'm just gonna do it all with a smile on my face, and I hope that you guys stick along for the ride.